This text is an extract from the book Doctor in the House, written by Richard Gordon. He was born in 1921. He has been an anesthetist at St. Bartholomew's Hospital, a ship's surgeon, and an assistant editor of the British Medical Journal. He left medical practice in 1952 and started writing his doctor series. The novels were very successful in Britain during the 1960s and 1970s. Doctor in the House is one of Gordon's 12 doctor books and is noted for witty description of a medical student's year of professional training. The text is about Richard Gordon, who is a medical student trying to pass his final exams. Firstly, the author tells about the notion of the exam and the way of preparing for it. Then he describes the process of passing it and corresponding excitement of students during the waiting for results. Lastly, Gordon learns that he has passed the final exam. This text is narration with elements of dialects. The style of written prose is formal. Author mainly uses past tenses but present in dialects. The text under consideration is a witty and humorous description of such a hot and important thing in students' life as their final exams. The author shows us the condition of students before, during, and after exam. Therefore, the aim of the text is to describe the students' feelings, emotions, and preparation for them. The subject matter of this text is about sitting for examinations. The atmosphere in this text is filled with tension and pressure that is drawn on hero by the situation and conflicts he is facing. We learn about the students well because the author has created true-to-life characters. Even more so, the author was passing the examinations himself. The author proves to be a real master, and he employs a lot of expressive means and stylistic devices to make the story vivid and bright. The text is emotionally moving, and some details produced an emotional reaction. The conflict is to be considered as tension in the story. This particular extract of the book gives us the idea to uncontrollable force impersonated by examinations against the students whose fate is in their hands. At some point, oral exam becomes some kind of a lottery for the hero to win the question he no answer to. However, the real answer here is with the hero himself, struggling against his lack of self-confidence, which marks the inner conflict in the unfairness of life. The type of conflict here is person and self. This story is told from first-person narration, and we can see the situation with his own eyes. The main character, medical student Gordon, is round and dynamic character. Author tells us about him nothing because he wants to say that Gordon is an ordinary student. Author uses indirect method of characterization, and we can learn something of him only through his feelings. As for general characteristics of the text, it includes the first-person narration with the percipient narration and the elements of dialects. The general atmosphere of the story is highly ironical and empathetic. The bulk of vocabulary is most neutral, but sometimes we can meet bookish words. Thence straightforward, well established. Besides, the author uses student slang that produced the effect of authenticity of the real student's life, cheating, grammar, typos. As for the setting of the text, the place and the time of the story were given indirectly. However, occasionally, for revealing the detailed information about setting of the text, we may face the prompts such as the Old Bailey at Cambridge, St. Bartholomew's Hospital. To my point of view, I found the text very fascinating because the main tips of the terrifying for word exam are represented in ironical and humorous way.